my friends? It's Intense Investor here, coming at you again for another wonderful episode on my YouTube channel. Hope you like the pumpkin over here. Thought I'd be creative and put a nice little background picture in there just for fun, some Halloween fun. So there's been a lot going on with crypto lately. You know, we had the yield nodes bust, it crashed. A lot of the ecosystem, you know, went down about 10% of what it was. You're to check out my past video I made on that. I try to go into some detail about it, but you know, there's probably a lot of things people don't really know about it. You know, that's probably going to come to fruition here in the near future. So just stay tuned on that. I'll do another update video, but in this video, I wanted to talk about stocks. Yeah, that's the thing a lot of you don't want to invest in, is the stock market, companies with real utilities, things like that, right? Rather degen into some crypto. And I don't blame you. A lot of times I put everything I had into crypto, but then I got to thinking, well, why don't I move some of that profit back into the stock market? The stock market's really down a lot right now. The S&P 500 is really down. You know, I invest in a couple index funds and a couple individual companies. I was just going to run through my M1 Finance portfolio. I'll try to do a video probably at least every 3 or 4 weeks, just an update on that. But, you know, I've been buying like maybe $100 or $200 in stocks every week. And then whatever dividends I make off of those stocks. Some dividends are paid every quarter, some are paid every month. I tend to go after the monthly dividends, but it really don't matter because, you know, over a year, it kind of pays out the same thing when you divide it out. But I want to go over that and how I'm kind of investing in different stocks, different index funds in my stock portfolio. That's something I've never really covered much on this channel, but I think with the market being down so much, it's an opportune time to try to invest in some of these companies, really huge companies that are probably going to have a bright future when things start to turn around again. We get through this election cycle. Hopefully we get some good candidates in there elected. Maybe things start to turn around after November and, you know, everything gets back on track again, I guess you could say. So let's go over there to M1 Finance. We'll just do a quick run through. I'll kind of give a breakdown on what percentage I'm earning a year. I think it's between 5 and 6% a year right now. I got like a couple $1,000s in there at the moment. I just started doing this like maybe about 2 months. So, you know, I want to build it up to about 100 grand at least. That way I'm making about 5 to 6,000 a year off of that, just sitting there, and I'll probably just keep reinvesting that money. So let's get into it. Guys, here we are over at M1 Finance. It's m1.com. I hadn't logged in yet, but they got stuff like 2.50% by checking. A lot of people use M1 Finance. Some people use Fidelity. Some people use Robinhood. I originally started my investment journey investing into stocks, and I did it with M1 Finance. But one cool thing is they got this M1 crypto now, so you can actually invest in crypto. And it's just like the top probably 10 to 12 biggest cryptos out there. You can invest in crypto through your M1 Finance portfolio. And I'll kind of show you how they got that set up in here when I log in. But they got quite a few different things. Like I mentioned, the checking, they got the credit card. You can actually borrow, you know, like a flexible line of credit against your account, your M1 Finance, and pay yourself back, right? You can pay it back to yourself, which is cool because you'll be making, you know, some money on that with interest. It's kind of like when you borrow against a 401k, you pay it back to yourself, really. So it works out pretty good, right? Lots of cool things. I am in the M1 Plus here. It lets you invest like twice a day, like at, I think 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. instead of only like, you know, in the morning. It gives you that opportunity to also invest in the afternoon if you want to. So let's log in and we'll go through this really quick. I'll kind of give you the rundown and show you guys how this works. So here we are on the M1 Finance dashboard. As you can see, I got about $2,900 invested right now. This has actually ticked up a good bit in the past day or so. Look at the past week. Since October 20th, it was 2,765. Now we're up to 2,915. 4% return, $117 gain. So overall, like I've been in M1 Finance, like I said, since 2019. I've earned about $360 in dividends since that time, but you can see where we reached a high point of like August right here. I had 18,000 at that time. So I took that out and I put it all into Bitcoin. And that's when Bitcoin was like 10,000, right, for Bitcoin. And then after that, Bitcoin went up to about 40,000 per Bitcoin. So I had 4 Bitcoins. That was, about 160,000. Then I invested in Matic, about 3 grand and turned that into about 90,000. And then Cardano also made a pretty big profit off of that, probably like 20, 30,000. So I kept a lot of that money just in crypto, like on my ledger, on my Trezor device. So the money you see here is just strictly coming from my daily fiat job. I put, maybe 200 every week or so, or every 2 weeks in there, sometimes just 100 a week. But you see this like $4.33. When you look at activity, I earn these dividends. You see like the 67 cents, 66 cents. These are monthly dividend stocks. Like I said, some pay monthly, some pay quarterly. All these pay monthly, like Pembina Pipeline. That's a big gas oil company. I mean, I think they got like, I don't know if I read it correctly, like 30,000 miles of pipelines or something like that. Main Street Capital, that's in the banking and Medical Properties Trust. That one is not a monthly dividend, but a quarterly dividend. Altria, JEPI, that's an index fund, actually pays pretty high percentage. But if we go to my holdings here, you'll see I got SCHD. That's 20% of my portfolio goes into that whenever I invest, or I should say whenever I do invest, 20% of the total of my investment for that particular day or whenever it is I invest goes into SCHD. DIVO, that's another one, 12%. JEPI, these are all index funds. That's why I got most of my money going into there. It's a little bit safer. And then I got some like Maine, that's individual stocks, STAG, LTCs like retirement homes, ABBV, EBV, however you want to say it. That's another medical company. As you can see, look how good it's doing, like plus $42. That's wild. 67%. I only got like 200 bucks in there. These medical companies have been killing it. Altria, that's like tobacco. They got into marijuana a little bit. Kinder Morgan's utility. Gladstone, that's another kind of like index fund. Pembina Pipeline, that's oil, gas, energy. Realty Income is one of the best ones here. I probably should up that one because that's more like, your retail, your big developer, real estate, that kind of thing. So I'm putting a little bit into that one. So, overall, pretty good stocks and some index funds here. So I just keep throwing a little money in there every week and DCAing, hopefully see some good returns from that. Any of these you can kind of click on. You can see the value over time, how things have increased. So most of these are doing fairly well at the moment. You can see the dividend, like SCHD is paying 3.4% per year. And then you also got the expense ratio. That's actually pretty low. And that's for the index fund manager, which is Schwab. They rebalance the companies in this index fund. So, they earn a little bit of a ratio expense of money right there for doing all that, right? And if you want to see, let's see, if you go to research, you can go to my pies. There's my Evans portfolio right there. And it looks like I'm earning about 5.4% a year with a 0.12% expense ratio, which ain't bad. 14 holdings. And like I was saying, they also got this crypto here. You can actually invest directly into like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Matic, AVAX, LTC, Atom, Link, Algo. Yeah, LTC, I don't know if I'd invest in that, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, some of these, I thought about just hitting a little bit on each one of these like every week too. And just having that part of my M1 finance portfolio. But anyway, that's really what I got in there. Just wanted to show you guys that. Thought it might be interesting to you. You can see where I do my weekly deposits here, about 250, 200 a week. And if you want to sign up for M1 Finance, I do got a link if you're interested. I think it might save you a little bit there. Save me something, or I might make like 10 bucks or something like that. But anyway, Hope you like that. It's something a little different on the channel. The channel's still going to be like 90% probably crypto, but I just wanted to show what I was doing with my stocks, investing in some index funds, individual companies. So hopefully, you know, you got something out of that. Just sharing. Like I said, I'll try to update it about every month or so at least, just to show you how things are going and how it's building up. But I do appreciate your time. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Have a happy Halloween, and I'll talk to you later.